We welcome you back to In Focus. Since her selection as the vice presidential running mate, Republicans Sarah Palin's contribution to the presidential ticket has been under great scrutiny. While some analysts say she has energized the party, others see her as a bigger liability to John McCain than even President George Bush. Palin's impact depends on which end of the spectrum you identify with. But either way, the 44-year-old governor of Alaska has made a name for herself as the fresh, if at times controversial face of U.S. conservatism. VOA's Mil Arcega has more.
Governor Sarah Palin of the great state of Alaska.
Ever since she burst onto the national stage in late August, Alaska Governor Sarah Palin has electrified crowds and captured the imaginations of thousands of supporters. And yet, despite her popularity, she insists she's just like everyone.
My mom and dad both worked at the local elementary school, and my husband and I, we both grew up working with our hands. I was just your average hockey mom in Alaska.
But to those who know her, Palin is anything but average. In high school, she stood out on the basketball team, earning the nickname Sarah Barracuda for her toughness on the court. Before getting into politics, she was a television sports reporter and the owner of a fishing business. Her father says she could do anything she set her mind to.
She had a mind of her own, and if she thought she was right, and she usually was, we saw that in her.
She went from city council to the mayor of a small town, and then, less than 2 years ago, became governor of Alaska. She remains popular in her home state with an approval rating of around 80%.
Honest, truthful, and sticks to her guns.
Any task that she's ever been given, she stepped up to.
Although some in her party hope Palin's nomination would attract Hillary Clinton's Democratic supporters, some say the political calculation failed. Democrats say Palin is on the wrong side of issues women care about. She's against abortion, believes in the biblical account of creation, and is a strong supporter of gun owners' rights.
I don't agree with her positions, and I don't think she has what it takes to be president.
After weeks of intense scrutiny and some less than flattering interviews, some of Palin's shine is starting to wear off. Recent polls show more Americans now view her unfavorably, with more than 55% of registered voters saying she is unqualified to serve. Palin's slide in the polls coincides with a number of high-profile defections within her own party. Among them, former Secretary of State Colin Powell, who endorsed a Democratic ticket on NBC's Meet the Press.
She's a very distinguished woman, and she's to be admired. But at the same time, now that we have had a chance to watch her for some 7 weeks, I don't believe she's ready to be president of the United States.
John McCain says that issue is not worthy of the campaign and told Fox News Palin is ready to serve.
She has excited and energized our base. She is a direct counterpoint to the liberal feminist agenda for America.
Those who know Palin agree. Reporter Matt Zensi at the Anchorage Daily News says anyone who writes her off is in for a big surprise.
People have underestimated her throughout her career, and she has often proven them wrong.
If recent polls are wrong and McCain wins on November 4th, Palin says she's prepared to take her place as the first woman vice president of the United States.
I will be honored to serve next to the next president of the United States.
Mil Arcega, VOA News.